So I just watched the Switch 2 Nintendo Direct, and there are some fantastic things being shown here. Mario Kart World is the first game I want to play on this new console. It just looks like so much fun and I'm so excited. Donkey Kong's new design took a while to get used to, but it's slowly growing on me, but I don't think I'd play it. The fact that some games can play at 4K at 60 FPS or 1080p at 120 FPS is pretty much exactly what I was hoping for. I think the only downside to the Switch 2 is the fact that digital games will cost $80 and physical games will be $90, which is just such a scummy move. They do not need to be that much. I doubt there's a way to fix this, but I'm praying that somehow they will lower these prices. But that's not what I'm here to talk about today. There was one thing in this direct that literally no one was expecting, and that was the reveal of a new Hyrule Warriors game that takes place during the imprisoning war that we get glimpses of in Tears of the Kingdom. So I thought I might as well figure out exactly what we're in for with this game and what to expect. First of all, the fact that it's taken place during that time period is great because it means that we get more lore explanations that we didn't get in Tears of the Kingdom. And yes, I do think that this game will be canon. I don't see why it wouldn't be. Age of Calamity was disappointing for me because it isn't canon and so much changed with its story because of the small guardian traveling back in time. I don't remember its name, nor do I care. However, with this game, I don't think any time shenanigans other than Zelda traveling back in time will be happening here. It looks like it follows the memories we see in Tears pretty well, with Zelda appearing in the forest and the events afterwards that lead to the imprisoning war with Ganondorf. It seems like the final boss will most likely be what we see in the memories, where all the sages face up against him. Speaking of sages, this means we will probably actually get more lore about them, such as their names, background, and even their faces. Plus it seems we will be able to go into the depths and use the Zonai devices, which I'm certainly interested in seeing how that will be utilized. It's hard to tell exactly what we will be getting, but I'm definitely excited for more of the memories that we got in Tears. So for playable characters, it would appear that the roster will consist of all the 4 sages, Rauru, Minoru, Zelda, and maybe Sonia, which I think is all we need. Now the fact that we're in this time period means that Link is still in the present, so we do not get to play as him. Which reminds me, I cannot wait to see how these characters play. We see Rauru using a Zonite spear along with his light powers, and we can see Zelda reversing a Zonite sword's movement while attacking a Lionel, which is really cool. We don't really get to see anyone else fight, but I think it's safe to assume that the sages will be using their respective abilities in various ways like we see the champions do in Age of Calamity. In terms of the enemies we will be fighting, it's literally just everything we see in Tears of the Kingdom, but this time we will have the constructs on our side. And although I would love to see us fight a Gleeok in this game, I don't know if we will, since we don't know if they existed during this time period, since we only got them after the upheaval in Tears. I think we will get likes and Hyrule though. But Gleeoks I'm not too sure about, despite how much I would love to see them here. But by the looks of things, there are still tons of monsters to fight. I'm definitely excited for what lore explanations this game will give us, expanding on what we know in Tears of the Kingdom. While it would have been nice to have these lore explanations in Tears, at least we're going to be getting them anyway. Better late than never. Will I be purchasing this game? Probably not, especially if it costs $80 flippin' dollars, but I will definitely be excited to watch the cutscenes and see everything that we will be getting. I'm not the biggest Hyrule Warriors fan, and especially since Age of Calamity destroyed my hopes and dreams, but I'm hoping that Age of Imprisonment will not ruin those same hopes. So I think it's safe to be excited for this game, but I don't want to get my hopes too high. I think I will be spending more time in Mario Kart World and Metroid Prime 4. Those are 2 games I know are going to be amazing. Let me know what you think will happen with Age of Imprisonment, and whether or not you're excited for it.